So what should you do as a new virtual assistant if you feel stuck? You have started months ago and you have been doing everything you can consistently for months and you still couldn't find a client. What shall you do at this stage? Well, the first thing I want you to understand is almost everyone who started, they get stuck for months before they are able to break through and find their first client. So this is normal. This is the first thing you shall understand. The truth is, most people give up at this stage. When you try for a month and you feel stuck, you don't know what else to do, this is the stage that most people give up. So what you shall do is you shall focus on not giving up. Understand that most people reach this level before they are able to break through and find their first client. Just a few days ago, I received one comment. Someone said they sent 3 proposals on Upwork and they didn't hear back from any of the 3 proposals they sent. I just laughed honestly when I saw that comment, and I said, well, you need to send a lot more proposals. It's close to impossible to even hear back from a client as a complete beginner with just 3 proposals. And what I said to them is, try to send 50 proposals. And that is the truth. Doing everything you can, sometimes it has different meaning. The person who sent 3 proposals, they are probably thinking they did everything they can. And so I just tell them, send 50 proposals before you start thinking, what else can you do? And let's say you sent a lot of proposals and you have improved a lot and you have done really everything you can and you couldn't find a client. At this stage, when you reach this stage, my advice is, instead, if you are offering virtual assistant services, it will be a better idea to shift a little from offering virtual assistant services. Choose something that you can create a more attractive samples and something that you can target people specifically with something very specific. Because if you are offering virtual assistant services, you are offering a lot of different services under virtual assistants. So it might be a little easier to communicate with a potential client if you are offering something more specific. And my advice at this point is choose something like social media management. If you can do social media management, there are many parts in social media management, but a lot of businesses need a social media management virtual assistant. And you don't need to even appear as a virtual assistant, you can appear as a social media manager. And if you offer something like social media management, then you can create social media graphics as a sample. You can create 50 social media graphics as a sample and add in your portfolio. And you can find people who have social media presence that they have graphics that doesn't look good. If you find someone who have a business and they are posting on their social media page and the graphics they are posting are not that good, and you can create a better graphics for them, those kind of people are your best chance of finding client, because they are already interested in growing their social media account since they are posting, and the graphics they are posting are not that good. So if you find those kind of people and you create samples for them, you take some of the graphics they created and you improve them, you create a better versions of them, you send them an email or a DM, or even if you found them on Upwork or Fiverr, you check their account and you create something very specific and attractive, better than what they have, you send it to them and you introduce yourself, your chances are going to increase a lot compared to if you just are looking for a virtual assistant client. So if you feel stuck and you know you are doing everything you can, this can really help you break through and find your first client. Offer something specific, something that you can create a visually attractive sample. A social media management is a very good example. I have social media account, and if I am creating social media graphics for my account, I am posting and there isn't that many engagement and I am posting consistently, and you send me a message, you send some samples that are better than what I can create, then there is a very good chance I am going to consider you. As long as I have the budget to hire, then I am going to consider it, because most of the times people are not comfortable with hiring a beginner because they are not comfortable with the quality of work that a beginner can provide. So if you already create sample for them, then they don't have that fear anymore. They see what you can do. They know you can do the job. This process is going to take a lot more time. But if you are serious about breaking through, this might really be what you shall do next. Offering virtual assistant services generally, yes, you might feel stuck, and it will be harder to connect with people if you are offering something broad as virtual assistant. So what you shall do is just put more time into creating right samples and finding the right type of people. And if you want to learn more about social media management and how you can start finding clients, you can watch this next video. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next one.